Peel and dice 1 onion. You can also use a couple of shallots or a red onion if that's what you have on hand. Just keep in mind that red onion may change the color of the soup very slightly. This recipe is good for 4 to 6 portions, but of course you can multiply to make more if you like. Crush, peel, and finely chop 4 pieces of garlic. I love making these comforting soups as they make a perfect lunch to go or a fantastic meal prep recipe. Two carrots, diced. The carrots will add natural sweetness and some body to the soup. I typically keep the peels on the carrots for most applications, but that's completely up to you. Two stalks of celery, finely diced. The celery will add nice freshness and body to the soup. Two potatoes chopped into bite-sized chunks. For this episode, I'm choosing to use Yukon yellow potatoes for their extra buttery texture. You can use russet potatoes as well if that's what you have on hand, it'll be just as delicious. These are dried split peas. They've been soaking overnight in some water. 1 cup of split peas to about 3 cups of water. This just helps kickstart the cooking process a little bit. Discard the soaking water. Rinse and drain the chickpeas with some fresh water, then set aside. Stock pot. Medium heat. 2 tablespoons olive oil. Add the onions and saute for 3 to 4 minutes. Add the garlic and saute for another couple of minutes. Remove the leaves from a few sprigs of fresh thyme and add to the pot. 1½ teaspoons salt. Fresh cracked pepper to taste. Optional pinch of chili flakes. ½ teaspoon sweet paprika. A pinch of dried oregano. Give the pot a good stir and cook for a few minutes to combine all those amazing flavors. Add in the carrots, celery. Give the pot a stir and cook for 4 to 5 minutes. Add in the split peas. Add in the potatoes, 400 ml can of chickpeas, 1 liter or 4 cups of unsalted vegetable stock, 1 liter or 4 cups of water. Give the pot a good stir, turn up the heat, and bring to a boil. When the soup comes to a boil, turn the heat to medium. We'll be simmering that soup on medium for about 1 hour, stirring occasionally. In the meantime, if you've been enjoying the content and the recipes on the cooking show, definitely check out or pick up your copy of one of the 4 Young Man Cooking cookbooks. There is a print or digital version of these books available in the link in the description box below, or you can visit youngmancooking.com. Alright, let's check out that soup. Carefully transfer a few cups of the soup into a blender. Of course, if you have a stick blender, you can do this right in the pot. Blend on medium-high for 5 to 8 seconds. Then carefully transfer back into the pot. Give the pot a good stir. This will give the soup a delightful velvety texture. Plate the soup generously. Be sure you have some delicious crusty bread for dipping. Finish the soup with some fresh lemon juice, fresh cracked pepper, freshly chopped parsley, This is smoky, little spicy chili oil made in a past episode. I'll leave a link in the description box below for you to check this out and make this really easily at home. It's optional, but highly recommended. You can now cozy up with this superb recipe with absolute confidence. Finally chop about 5 pieces of garlic. We're being quite generous with the garlic as it'll create a delicious base for the soup. 1 onion, diced. This recipe should be good for about 3 to 4 portions, but of course you can multiply it to make more if you like. You can also use a couple of shallots or a red onion if that's what you have on hand. Use a fork to shred the king oyster mushrooms by clawing at the stalk. This will add a beautiful visual appeal and a unique texture. For this recipe, I'm using 3 king oyster mushrooms. Roughly chop the mushroom caps. Stock pot. Medium heat. 2 tablespoons olive oil. Onions and garlic. Saute for 3 to 4 minutes. Add the leaves from a few sprigs of thyme. Half teaspoon dried oregano. 2 teaspoons salt. Optional 1 teaspoon chili flakes. 1/4 teaspoon turmeric. Give the pot a good stir to combine all those amazing flavors and colors. Rinse and drain the canned navy beans and add them to the pot. In this episode, I'm using 2 400ml canned navy beans. Rinse and drain 1 400ml can of chickpeas and add to the pot. Add in the shredded king oyster mushrooms. Give the pot a good stir. Add in 2 liters of vegetable stock. Turn up the heat and bring to a boil. When the soup comes to a boil, transfer 2 to 3 cups to a blender. Blend on medium-high for a few seconds. Alternatively, you can also use an immersion blender. Pour the blend back into the pot. Give the pot a good stir. This will slightly thicken, add body, and increase the mouthfeel of the soup. Chop down a bit of spinach and place in the serving bowl. That hot soup will wilt down that spinach, and of course if you're reheating the soup up for leftovers several times, that spinach won't basically disintegrate into the pot. Plate the soup generously on top of the fresh spinach. Garnish with some lemon zest, freshly squeezed lemon juice, a spear of cool buttery avocado, and fresh cracked pepper to serve. You can now cozy up to this delicious recipe with absolute confidence. Slice down the leek 3/4 of the way, then turn it on the other side and slice down 3/4 of the way. This will make it easier to wash the leek as they're notorious for storing dirt and sand. Finally chop the leek. Leeks have a sweeter and more delicate flavor than a regular onion, but of course you can use a regular onion in this recipe, it'll be just as delicious. Five to 6 pieces of garlic. You can never have too much garlic. Roughly chop the garlic. Two carrots, finely chopped. The carrots will add a beautiful pop of color, become tender in texture, and add some natural sweetness. Chop down 3 potatoes into bite-sized cubes. In this episode, I'm using yellow potatoes for their nice butteriness, but of course you can use russet potatoes if that's what you have on hand. Dice 2 tomatoes. This recipe should be good for about 4 to 6 portions. These are black lentils, also called beluga lentils. This will add incredible body to the soup and a very robust earthy flavor. 2 cups of black lentils. Give the lentils a quick rinse and drain, then set aside. Stock pot. Medium heat. 2 tablespoons olive oil. Leeks and garlic. Sauté for 4 to 5 minutes. Leeks and garlic adds amazing flavor and makes a great base to any soup. Carrots. Sauté for a few minutes. One tablespoon salt. 1 tablespoon cumin. Half tablespoon sweet paprika. Half tablespoon turmeric. And an optional teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Give the pot a good stir. Tomatoes. Give the pot a good stir and use the juices from the tomatoes to deglaze the pan. Add in the black lentils. Potatoes. Give the pot a good stir. Add in 2.5 liters or 10 cups of water. You can definitely use unsalted veggie stock as well, it's completely up to you. Give the pot a good stir and turn up the heat to bring to a boil. You can cover the pot with a lid, but be sure to keep an eye on it in case it boils over. When it comes to a boil, give the soup a good stir, then let it simmer on medium-low for 1 hour. Transfer about 5 to 6 cups of the soup into a blender. If you have a stick blender, you can blend right in the pot. Blend on medium-high for about 25 seconds. This helps add a really nice thick texture to the soup. Very carefully pour the soup back into the pot. Give the pot a good stir and you'll really see the soup come together. Plate the soup generously. Garnish with some freshly chopped parsley and some flaky salt to serve. You can now get cozy with this delicious soup with absolute confidence. Man, that looks so cozy. That is really like a big, warm hug in a bowl. Visually, I love how casual, how rustic, how earthy it is, but has those pops of green color from that fresh parsley. Just makes it really stand out. Just from that first bite, it's so comforting, so cozy, so nourishing, and just so delicious. It has such a robust, earthy flavor, and that beautiful aromatic cumin really shines through. The black lentils are just stunning, and they really substantiate the soup, along with the melt-in-your-mouth tender potatoes. The carrots will add a little bit of that pop of color as well, and the natural sweetness. And all of that garlic and leeks just melt into the soup. The turmeric gives to the soup a little bit of a golden glow. The texture is just creamy, it's velvety, and it has such a rich mouthfeel. This is definitely a nice recipe to make ahead of time so you can enjoy this for many meals to come. Like I always say, this is something you can make in the comfort of your own home, but looks incredible enough to serve at an amazing restaurant. It's It's recipes like this that makes it so much fun and so exciting to cook at home. If you love easy, delicious recipes like me, definitely check out or pick up your copy of one of the 4 Young Man Cooking cookbooks. There is a link in the description box below where you can check out the print or digital version of these books along with the other Young Man Cooking merch. Of course, as always, if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below. If you're not already subscribed with that notification bell clicked, remember to do so that we can cook together again in the next episode.